Hello everyone. In this quick review, I'm going to explain acids. In general, we have two types of acids: binary acids and ternary acid. Okay. Generally, binary acid starts with hydrogen and with one halogen. X means halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, or iodine, and sometimes with sulfur. Okay. So, start with the word of hydro, HF, hydrochloric acid, hydrofluoric acid, HCl, hydrochloric acid, HBr, HI, H2S, hydrosulfuric acid. So here we have the word of hydro, and all of them starts with what? Hydro, and then ended with what? Ic acid. Good. Let's turn to what? Let's turn to ternary acid. Can be classified to what? Can be classified to oxyacid in general, oxyacids. And we have only one type of ternary acid which is not oxyacid, HCN, hydrocyanic acid, which is ternary, more than 2 elements, and it is not containing oxygen. Okay. Let's talk about oxyacid. For example, we have what? We have HClO4, perchloric acid, HClO3, chloric acid. So H2SO4, sulfuric acid, H2CO3, carbonic acid. So if you notice that here we don't have what? No hydro. We don't use hydro here. Directly you say chloric acid, perchloric acid, and sulfuric acid, carbonic acid. Okay, look at this example. HNO3 and HNO2. What is the difference between these two oxyacids? This one more oxygen, this one less oxygen. Okay, so this one's called nitric acid, EC, but this one less oxygen, you say nitrous acid. This one comes from polyatomic ion NO3, which is nitrate, but this one NO2 minus 1, which is nitrite. Good. And how did it made up of this acid? Okay, we said NO3 is minus 1, so it needs only one H to be what? To be balanced. So this plus cancelled this minus 1, so it has been changed to nitric acid now. So ATE will be changed to EC. When becomes acid, it becomes EC. What about here? You say it needs only one H. HNO2. Nitride becomes nitrous acid. Okay, good. What about sulfate? SO4 minus 2. It needs 2H. So when you add 2H to this polyatomic ion, because 2 multiplied by minus 1, 2 multiplied by minus 1 is equal to plus 2. So 2 multiplied by plus 1 is equal to plus 2. And this is one polyatomic ion, so is equal to minus 2. So the result is 0. So this is sulfuric acid. When you have SO3 minus 2, which is sulfite, when you add 2H for this sulfate, it becomes sulfurous acid. Sulfurous acid. Okay. Let's talk about a little bit about what? About salt. What is salt? For example, NaCl. Na came from a base or came from a metal which is positively charged, came from NaOH, or you can say directly it is a metal. And Cl came from, which is negatively charged, came from HCl, okay, negatively charged. So together you have sodium chloride. So you say sodium chloride. Okay. Look at this example. Calcium sulfate. Calcium is plus 2. Sulfate is minus 2. So this part came from what? Came from H2SO4. Came from an acid. This is also acid. Okay, came from this chloride, came from hydrochloric acid. This one came from H2SO4. This part. Okay, what about calcium? It is a metal, came from a base. So salt is a compound, or is an ionic compound. Salt is an ionic compound. First part is metal, which is came from a base. Second part is a non-metal, which is came from an acid. Okay, so in general, acids or oxyacid like H2SO4 always starts with hydrogen, and then you have oxygen, then you have a non-metal, one more non-metal, usually sulfur, nitrogen, or carbon. So an acid consists of hydrogen, non-metal, okay, and oxygen. That's great. Thank you very much.